Greetings. Greetings across the earth. Once again, we say give thanks and praise to the mystic laws of the universe and its protective functions, plural, and forces in nature that guide our thoughts and our path in our ways that are lawful, correct, accurate, positive. We do give thanks and praise. Salute to the ancestral spirit we animate with. Salute to the ancestral intelligence we are aid with on our sovereign path. Salute to the free people who choose to make the effort to apply themselves so they can resonate on this sovereign frequency. It is a freedom movement, naturally. Salute Detective Sergeant, what's his name? Our warrior from Waterford and Kurt Russell. What's his name? Is the next one. The information. I'm going to start calling up the name again so we can retain it to memory. Probably them when they retire. Last time I see him a Spanish town. Not Kurt Russell. Kurt Russell had a country dude that come from somewhere. Portland area. Yeah, with the soft dude I work with Martindale. Then the first set, but then boss was, what's his name? I have a video with him out there. I remember. I'm big enough. However, we also Jamaica's unlawful illegitimacy of land ownership. Most people don't comprehend it. We are trying make an effort for bring clarity. We cannot depend on the Supreme Court area. We cannot depend on Chad Court Administrative Division. We cannot depend on by Honorable, what is it? Byron Sykes or Brian Sykes? Byron Sykes. We can't depend upon these fellows, period. So we have to bring information where people can choose to verify, validate, and choose to make informed decision. That is it. That is it. Again, it's House of Dallas Allodial Trust Estate, copyright claim by Linton-Oneil, semicolon Dallas, Ahuuah, Allied trademark, Allied copyright, without prejudice. All fundamental rights and freedom reserved explicitly. Our motto is this: freedom restored, peace defended, sovereignty declared. 1. Invocation of Truth. The soil, the land of Jamaica is consecrated by ancestral covenant. It was never ceded, sold, nor surrendered to the foreign, European, British crown. The European doctrine of discovery is a colonial fiction, a fraudulent parchment that pretends to convert sacred allodial inheritance into imperial possession. No lawful covenant exists that grant the European, British Empire or Crown any kind of ownership of the West Indian ancestral lands. It's much words me have, but show me have to kind of keep it tight. Yeah, me just chant it, but when we document it, we kind of just keep it a little bit more precise. Number 2, political usurpation. My people, usurpation are when them take for your place and act like them is you and gain all the benefits. That's what them do. Again, political usurpation. The so-called crown lands are a fabrication. What crown? What crown? Politicians acting as carpetbaggers. Again, carpetbaggers. I wonder if they might hear me out there. Salute, Madam, what's her name? Burke? Yeah, and I know I just have a little likeness for the older folks then. Really. I'm like, what is her name? You know, I remember them thing, you know. Yeah, when I remember these politicians, I have issues through, I know them personally. Yeah, man, but salute out them, Madam Burke. The same lady where the Jamaica Speaker of the House, Andrew, the Prime Minister's wife, tried to embarrass because she must have touched some mace or she sprayed some mace, or I don't know what she did with the mace. I don't even know what the mace is. So them have this long tall thing. I said, boy, it's special. Later on, we're going to see how special these nonsense are. You know what I mean? But salute, Madam Bird. Yeah. That's how we go on. Again, the so-called crown land are a fabrication. Politicians acting as carpetbaggers of the European British Empire cloak themselves in statutory titles that are void of legitimacy. Tag Honorable Byron Sykes, tell him to try to refute or rebut me down at the Supreme Court of Jamaica. Just tag him and make him hear me there. Salute, sir, Honorable Chief Justice David Batts. Yeah, man, you talk the truth out there, I like that. And you know, just talk it, you put it in a writing. So I, man, truly respect that, appreciate that, and say salute, Chief Justice David Batts. Yeah, man. Even though you don't know we are all man, all away, but you're all baller too. Yeah, you might all but in a call. Yeah, unlike me, you probably like them a little under, 30. Me, I move to the over 50. You better be 50 and over to try engagement going forward. I'm over 50. I can't bother with a little bit of thing. And people where try chase all kind of imaginary dreams, them things that break you, them things that disappoint you, them things that slow you down. Why? Because there's no clarity. But through me being there and done all like most sight and sister, it's an illusion. The only thing you really can have is where you're gonna carry with you. And that is the knowledge where you keep what precise. Yeah, your cognition, and that you carry with you. Everything else are left behind, people. Really. Everything else. Yeah, man. So these titles are rooted in ancestral, are not these statutory void titles are not rooted in ancestry nor ancestral consent, nor in lawful conveyance, but in fraudulent substitution. That's what I'm calling usurpation. Them pull a switcheroo on you, and then, yeah, the labor right, them not play for work over here, and science. So them put voodoo on you. Them call it witchcraft in some places. In some other places, them call it obia. Yeah, man. That's what them do to the ones them bow, yeah. It's obvious. It's obvious how much I talk this way. How much I present anything in writing this way. It's obvious out there. Yeah, man. What is claimed as crown property is in truth the allodial possession of the sovereign people of this West Indian island, inherited through blood, struggle, and natural law. Who out there can refute or rebut me? Don't let them get the untidy, collaborating maroons any kind of credit for the West Indians' activities. Them would have to right way out of history, because them could never team with. Could never team with. So them just confuse my people. and fling a dose of witchcraft on them. So now them have my people act silly politically. So they are politically silly. No fault of theirs. No fault of theirs. Yeah, man. But without this kind of information for bring a paradigm shift, shock them out of them, state of condition, them are gonna stay the same. So we have to bring this information where should plant the seed to bring change. Really? Really? Number three, the fraud of conveyance. That are when them are conveyance is when them are transfer or a move back and forth, whatever you have out there. Allodial title, the highest form of land ownership, absolute and free from feudal overlordship. When I get them thing in the university, when I use these words in our vocabulary, but I have to introduce it or reintroduce it to my people. Them things so we are dummy around here. No such thing. No such thing. All you need to do is remember. Just remember. That's it. I'll repeat and start again. Allodial title is the highest form of land ownership, absolute and free from feudal overlordship. This title belongs to the people of Jamaica by ancestral right. Now, crown title, a colonial fiction imposed without covenant, without consent, or without lawful transfer. Follow the chain of evidence when them make all kind of assignment without your express written consent. Them not expect with the function on this level, my people. Right now, my platform is shake out there, Yeah, man, the other day, Facebook come at my mother mean. Me never even do nothing wrong in a Facebook. And then just block me, brawling, chop me off and say, oh, you better do this, that, and show ID and what bare things that me go on with, I'm gonna show them my CARICOM sovereign ID. Yeah, how them are gonna know my CARICOM documents endorsed is because them see the endorsement on the first page of the document, and them say a seal. Yeah, an embossed seal, open seal representing sovereignty over my image within that document. Let them know this process. I have to teach it. That's why I'm gonna beat them too bad. Because them have to learn. You see, after them learn, it's total annihilation for them. It's judgment left and right. They won't be able to escape, and there won't be no plausible deniability. They'll have absolutely no immunity. This is why we publish our information and we express it clearly, crystal clearly. Yeah, man. Again, crown title, a colonial fiction imposed without covenant, consent, or lawful transfer. It is a fraudulent conveyance, a paper mask that hides theft beneath the guise of legality. Target by Ron Sykes down at the Supreme Court, no man, and tell him to send out him army and let them consolidate and try to refute or rebut me. So, tag him around there, no man. Tag him around there. Now, these corrupt politicians who perpetuate the fraud are not guardians of sovereigns, but agents of dispossession. Again, the GLP-led government who perpetuate this fraud are not guardians of the West Indian Jamaicans, Ahuuah's sovereignty, but they are agents of foreign investors' dispossession, betraying the sovereign people by validating foreign claims that have absolutely no lawful foundation. And if it does, present that information so we can inspect it, validate it, and move forward. But that's an impossibility, because there is no lawful foundation for none of these politicians, nor even a foreign crown claim. None. Let them take we on them court now so we can decimate it, man. Yeah, man, lawfully. Number 4, the doctrine of discovery refuted. I am he. Should I repeat that? Tag Donald Trump. Tag that orange fella. Wanna hear me clearly? Tag the corporate boss, Donald Trump. You know me well, man. But I'm terrified of me only because of our lawful capacity. The foreign, Eurasian, European doctrine of discovery is now refuted by the House of Dallas. The doctrine of discovery invoked by the European empires assert that lands not occupied by their Christians could be claimed by conquest. This doctrine is now null and void under natural law, common law, and treaty authority declared by the House of Dallas and the sovereign man, the Nestorian king, Ahuuah. Who out there chose to stand and refute or try to rebut anything we may present? Who is out there? Which one? Now, it grants no lawful right to dispossess indigenous West Indians of their allodial inheritance. Tag the West Indies University of the West Indies and ask them if them have allodial anywhere in their curriculum and that untidy colonial institution of learning. Tag them for me, man. Judgment. Yeah, man. Judgment. Now, to continue, well, let me step in a, you just say reverse, because we don't want to race out the door and leave anything untouched. Again, the doctrine of Christian discovery invoked by the Eurasian invaders assert that lands not occupied by Christians, I know all I know, so now Christian now want to pay all kind of taxes. What's going on? Could be claimed by conquest. That means that we wasn't a Christian round here. Somebody bring that untidy mess round here and totally colonize we, Christianize we, domesticate we, and turn us all into sodomite for foreign investors. We are now their flunkies. Yeah, man. However, there is a beacon, there is a light, there is a truth where permeate this earth. Yeah, and that come from the sovereign office. It's being expressed by the Nestorian king, the patriarch of these Indians in the Western Hemispheric region. Yeah, man. We are the lighthouse, and our light shine bright, whether they like it or not. Whether they like it or not. Yeah, man. Now, this doctrine of discovery is null and void under natural law, common law, and treaty authority. It grants no lawful right to dispossess indigenous West Indian lands, nor their allodial inheritance. To continue invoking it is to perpetuate colonial fraud and fiction in this modern era. Number 5, our sovereignty declared. The sovereign West Indian people of the Jamaican island, now called Jamaica, hold the land by ancestral covenant, not by colonial statutory fiction. The entirely GLP-led government and these other politicians who claim otherwise are complicit in political usurpation. The Eurasian, foreign British crown owns absolutely no land nor parcel in this West Indian island of Jamaica. Its claim is illegitimate. Its title is fraudulent. Its authority is now void ab initio. Now, to restore truth is to proclaim freedom restored, peace defended, sovereignty now declared, brawlingly, unapologetically. Now let the words of our mouth and the meditation of our hearts be acceptable in your sight, Most High Creator, nature herself, itself. Yeah, man. Mystic laws out there that govern the universe. Totally. One divine order. Just one. Anything and everything is lesser. This is absolute truth. And remember, only truth can be sovereign, nothing else. Only truth. Complete gratitude out there. Complete gratitude. May the Most High guide and protect the item in all the item ways and all the item endeavors and bliss. The item perpetually, truly. Ahuuah in the nation in America. Stay bold and brave out there. Stay firm and strong out there. Most importantly, stay wild and free perpetually. Complete gratitude. Complete gratitude.